There comes a point in every man's life when he finally realizes something difficult, painful, but absolutely necessary for his growth. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. And not everyone deserves access to your heart. For so long, you held on to people who couldn't see your worth. You lowered your standards. You ignored the red flags. You tolerated the bare minimum because you hoped, quietly, desperately, that one day they would appreciate you the way you deserved. But they didn't. And deep down, you always felt that emptiness, that quiet sting, the feeling of giving pieces of yourself to someone who couldn't even hold them gently. Letting go is not about anger. It's not about revenge. It's not about proving anything. Letting go is about respecting yourself enough to walk away from what is slowly breaking you. The truth is this: you cannot force someone to value you. You cannot make someone love you correctly. You cannot change someone who is committed to staying the same. And you cannot keep shrinking yourself in hopes that they will finally make space for you. Life has been trying to teach you a lesson. Every disappointment, every argument, every moment where you felt overlooked, every time you questioned your worth, it was life whispering, "This is not your person. This is not your environment. This is not where your heart belongs." But you kept trying, didn't you? Because you cared, because you were loyal, because when you love deeply. And that is not a weakness. That is a rare strength. But even the strongest heart cannot thrive where it is unappreciated. So now you stand here, at the edge of a decision, a quiet turning point, a choice between holding on to what hurts or walking toward what heals. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is choosing yourself. Letting go is saying, "I deserve people who value my presence, not people who benefit from my absence. I deserve to be respected, not tolerated. I deserve energy that feels like peace, not confusion. I deserve relationships that pour into me, not drain me." The moment you release what doesn't value you, your life opens up. Your mind clears. Your heart begins to breathe again. You rediscover parts of yourself that were neglected while you were busy trying to earn the love you already deserved. And here is the most powerful truth. When you walk away from what doesn't value you, you create space for what will. You create space for friendships that uplift you. You create space for partners who cherish you. You create space for peace that feels like home. You create space for the man you were meant to become. A man who knows his worth without begging for anyone's validation. Letting go is not the end. Letting go is the beginning of the life you were always meant to live. And when you finally decide to release the people who don't value you, you don't just move on. You rise. Because the strongest version of you is waiting on the other side of letting go.
And the truth that nobody wants to admit is this: most people don't lose you. They lose access to you. They lose the privilege of your presence. They lose the stability you brought, the loyalty you offered, the patience you gave. They lose the version of you who showed up even when you were hurting. They lose the man who cared enough to try, again and again, even when they gave you nothing to hold on to. People rarely realize your value while they have you. They realize it when your silence replaces your effort, when your distance replaces your availability, when your absence becomes louder than your presence ever did. And that's the part that will always sting them in ways they'll never admit. They didn't think you would actually leave. They didn't think you would outgrow them. They didn't think you would choose yourself. But you did. And that choice is the turning point of your entire life. Letting go is an act of courage. The courage to trust that your future holds something better than the pain you were settling for. It's the courage to believe you were meant for more than being someone's second thought, backup plan, or emotional convenience. It's the courage to walk toward uncertainty with nothing but your self-respect guiding you. And yes, it hurts. Letting go hurts because your heart is loyal even when people aren't. But staying somewhere you're not valued? That's a slow death of your spirit, and you know it. You were not put on this earth to beg for presents. You were not created to chase people who treat you like an option. You were not meant to carry the weight of relationships that refuse to carry you back. Your purpose is far greater than that. There will come a day, sooner than you think, when you look back and realize that losing certain people was not a loss at all. It was alignment. It was redirection. It was protection. Life is removing what cannot grow with you. Life is clearing what cannot go where you're going. Life is making room for people who will value you without needing to be convinced. And when that day comes, you will finally understand why the door had to close, why the silence had to fall, why the distance had to form, why you had to walk away. Because on the other side of letting go is peace. On the other side of letting go is clarity. On the other side of letting go is the man who no longer apologizes for choosing himself. And that version of you, the healed, grounded, self-respecting version, is the man your future depends on. So let go, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons. Gratitude for the strength you gained. Gratitude for the door that may have closed, but opened the entire path ahead. You are not losing anything by letting go of people who don't value you. You are simply making space for the life you truly deserve. And if you're ready to keep evolving, if you're ready to become stronger, calmer, and more disciplined, if you're ready to step into the man you were meant to be, subscribe.